everybody. Welcome to your show, Journey of the Spirit. And I'm in front of the Holocaust and the Human Rights Museum, right in Dallas, in Houston Street. Can't wait to go inside. And this museum is to advance, to combat inequality, to fight against discrimination, to remove hatred, because today's world has become a divided world where we see injustice, we see hatred, discrimination everywhere, every corner of our life. If we go to a restaurant, we'll see hatred. If we go to a class, we'll see hatred. If we go to a dance class, we'll see hatred. If we go to a park, we'll see hatred. If we go to our workplace, we'll see hatred. Hatred in our family members, hatred in the community. So today's divided world, how can we fight against this hatred? History is memory, and this is the memory of history, of fighting against injustice, hatred, and discrimination. Come on, let's go. This is the Dallas Holocaust and Human Rights Museum. Let's see. All right, let me go and see.
Generations later, Abraham's descendants, the Hebrews, were enslaved in Egypt by Pharaoh. According to traditional Jewish belief, God chose a shepherd named Moses to stand before mighty Pharaoh and demand liberty for his people.
At first, Pharaoh refused, so God sent 10 plagues against Egypt, and he finally gave in. Then, he changed his mind and set out to recapture them. But God parted the Red Sea, and the Hebrews marched to freedom.
The Hebrews camped at the foot of Mount Sinai. Moses climbed the holy mountain and he received God's commandment on 2 stone tablets.
From those tablets, the Hebrews learned that there is only one God, that everyone is created in God's image and compelled to honor and care for one another. The guiding principle being, human life is sacred.
From then until now, Jews have built their lives upon the principles written on the 2 tablets of stone.
Were viewed as different. Why? One reason is that they resisted conversion to other religions.
By the 5th century, the church condemned Jews as agents of the devil. The distrust and persecution of Jews grew. Much of it stemmed from the belief that the Jews killed Jesus.
It wasn't until 1965, thousands of years later, when the Second Vatican Council declared the Jews were not responsible for the death of Jesus. But for many, it made no difference. The hatred and prejudice were too deep.
In the Middle Ages, when the plague swept Europe, Christians accused Jews of causing the plague by poisoning wells. By the 13th century, many were forced to wear clothing that singled them out.
In many countries, Jews couldn't own land and were forced to perform jobs that no one else wanted, loaning money, collecting taxes, and being street merchants. Ironically, the myth of Jewish greed exists because they were forced into jobs that involved money.
Despite centuries of oppression and hatred, the Jews created vibrant cultures and communities wherever they lived.
Please exit through the upper door.
Hitler's worldview. Rise to power. Defeated in World War I, Germany signed the versatile Hitler's worldview. Rational anti-Semitism, its final objective must be the removal of the Jews together. Only Hitler, freedom and bread, food and work through National Socialism. Strengthening power. I remember just 4 or 5 years before, 1933, the elections for political office were quite tumultuous. There were riots, street fights by various political parties.